There we are. Well, it's school holidays, end of May, half term. We're going to go for a walk from Shoreham up into the North Downs. In the North Downs for a bit and then back to Shoreham. And this is Shoreham, which is very nice. There's a little river behind us. Sometimes there's a big trout in there, but I can't see him today. And then it goes down there. They're doing some filming down the back here. Over there, don't know what they're filming something. And that is the high street. And that was a chap that was cutting some of the trees down. And I exposed one of my favourite houses. Right, so there we are at the top of the village high street. It's a Samuel Palmer, rather nice pub. Just been redone. The best part about it is they've got really nice big open fires in the winter. And we are now going to go up here, see the churchyard. But it's a very nice little village full of all sorts of little quaint bits and pieces. It's quite a fun little walk. Out. Here's the church architecture. Some fairly old woodwork, yeah. I don't know what it's made out of. Something fairly solid, probably old oak or something. But that's got to be pretty ancient. There we go. And the two boys looking very excited with their hands in their pockets. So we're going to be walking up here onto that. That's the top of the North Downs. Doesn't look like a lot from here, but I guarantee we'll be puffing by the time we get to the top. And we just walk off down there towards the van. We're just starting to climb up the hill a little bit. Rather a nice view. The fields and stuff in the distance. I hope you can pick those up because they look pretty small on this. Yep, everything's all nice and green and healthy. And we're just about to cross over the railway line. There we are, crossing the railway. Hopefully there's no trains. No one's obviously looking, but there's a rail strike today, so it should be quite safe. There we go. No sign of any trains. Guessing the past that I think it's 750 volts or something like that. Quite a lot of power. Oh, there we go, walking up a rather nice driveway. I'm guessing the footpath turns off at some stage. Lovely spring leaves, love the green. And now we're in the jungle, aren't we? Come on, hurry up, Luke. Just slowly going up at the moment. Quite fun for you. Right, now we're starting to go up. I don't know whether you get appreciation for the incline on this. That's the boys going up there. Looking back down, looks reasonably flat. And going up. It's starting to look a little bit more like an incline. Decided to run up. Right, made it up. May not look like too much, but I think it's almost 50%, maybe more in places. There we are, off on the flat. I almost got my breath back. We're going to have a look for somewhere to stop for lunch. Hopefully you can find a bench or a tree or something to sit on and eat our delectable little morsels. Well, we're on the top of one of the hills at the moment, in a nice field of, I'm guessing this is wheat. I think barley's got longer hairy bits on the stalks. But you can kind of tell we're on the top here. Someone's out for a flight in their plane. Quite often see Spitfires over here, which is nice. Lots of nice flowers around. I don't know how this does when it comes to zooming. Moving a bit too much in the wind. I want to see. Very nice that. Off into the darkness of the woods. This is quite a nice bit of beech wood here, I think. Then we're going down again. Oh, this is a bit of an up-down walk, this one. Oh well, off we go. There we are, coming off the hill. They have quite a lot of these around here. It's like a sort of a walkway surrounded by rows of bushes on either side. I suppose it stops all of the walkers being obvious when you're looking at the lovely peaceful scenery. But yeah, very nice, very nice. Still haven't found a place for lunch. Hopefully we will soon. And there we are, out in the open. The downs is quite sort of typified by these kind of settings. So you've got these dry river valleys. Underneath the downs is a layer of chalk, which is the base of or the bottom of an old ocean. It's quite permeable, so the water just sort of soaks through, and you don't actually end up having too many rivers running on the top. You do get rivers coming, or springs coming out at the base of the downs, and you get the odd river like where we started that's actually sort of cut its way through the downs over time, but those tend to be slightly bigger than little streams. There we are, walking along another one of the enclosed pathways. I think this bit here used to be a golf course, so probably keep the walkers and the golfers apart, I suppose. That's a fair amount of this. Still looking for somewhere for lunch. I know there's a bench coming up halfway up the next hill, so that'll be alright. Someone's enjoying the nettles. Oh. Right. Now that bit. Oh, going up again. Right, there's 2 more ups to do. Whew. Yeah, halfway up the hill. Lovely rural scenery up here. And there is our bench for lunch. Yay! All happy? Yeah. Still walking along our little tunnel.
Oh, they've got a hockey puck.
Oh, Luke's got himself a hockey puck. We just tried out my new saw. Should have filmed it actually. It's one of those Nordic saws, so it folds up. It's basically like a bit of chainsaw blade with 2 loops on either end, and you sort of do it by hand. So there we are, coming out into a nice open bit of the downs. That's great up here, and that's the bit we sort of walked across. So that was the first ridge where we dipped down into the hill, and we've been walking in those trees there for a bit. But no, very pleasant. There we go, there's a nice view. Probably can't see it on the camera, but you can actually see with the naked eye the Queen Elizabeth Bridge, which is the M25 going over the Thames. So that's pretty much on the horizon there. It's got to be 10 miles away, I guess. There we go. And there's Luke, who's got hiccups. Alright, there we are at the top of the hill. Luke's still got hiccups. I don't know if you can see it, but over there on the horizon is London. And I think that's the city that we can see on the left, and on the right is Canary Wharf. But that's got to be 20 miles away. So it's really just little grey shapes. Right, so now we go down and then up the other side there. I don't know if you can tell there's a dip, but there is. Okay. Another angle on the valley we just walked up. So you can really see what's going on. We did walk past those houses down in the valley there. Very nice. Alright, so we've got to go all the way down there and up the little path on the far side. Mark's offered to run down the hill with the GoPro.
Yeah. Need to make sure I don't.
It's all ready.
Here we go.
I know how to stop this. Oh, did it stop itself? What happened?
Just walking along another one of these little enclosed paths. I think this is the last one actually. And we're about to go up the big hill. Alright, this is the last hill to go up. Nice and steep. And off we go. I don't know if that gives you an appreciation for the slope of this hill. Oh, that's the end of going up. Now we've just got a big down. Lots of steps. Oof. Still very pleasant. Sun's gone behind the cloud, but it's nice. Practicing stone throwing. Stone throwing 101. Trying hard not to hit your brother on the head. Come on then.
Oh, okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Aha, big brother one. There's a field full of cows all lying down in the lovely green grass. Now it's supposed to mean it's going to rain, but I don't think there's any rain forecast for the next couple of weeks. Maybe they're just having a little rest while they chew the cud. A slightly better view of the bridge through the gap there. Don't know whether anyone will be able to see it. I can't zoom in on this, I don't think. So we're going up there to the farm, and we've come from over there. Quite a few rooks flying around. Probably hear them. There we are, just had a stone throwing competition. And we're about to go down to the bottom. Well, I think it's 146 steps, which takes you down here. So we should do a few to start with, and I'll probably stop filming for fear of boring you. Gosh, lovely and green in here. We're actually going downhill about a 30% decline at the moment. Ah, the boys are going to count the steps. We'll get them coming past.
No, I just meant like count.
There we go. Right, we missed the first 4, but we're all counting as we go down. I'm quite awkward because you can only do one leg at a time. Very good for the knees. Oh. May not seem too much. I think we're about a third of the way down. Knees are starting to hurt. So Luke's at 100 and we can't see him. Okay. I think it's actually better going down than it is coming up here, personally, but it is quite tough on the knees.
Counted like.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15.
Come, take it down.
18, 19.
Oh, that's the end of the steps. We're still going downhill slightly, not much of an incline. Quite pleasant through here though. And soon we'll be back in Shoreham, and I think we might seek a cold beverage.